Hey guys, how are we doing? Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back into the YouTube video. So XRP is down 6.5% on the day. Wow. Well, I was wrong. I thought we were going to have all-time highs this weekend, and that's based on the velocity of the move that we've had so far. Realistically, this is just a corrective period, and mark my words, we're going to go up probably towards $5 to $5.2 in the next few weeks. And a lot of people coming out and rejoicing the fact that I didn't get it right, that we were going to hit all-time highs this weekend. I honestly thought we were, but all-time highs isn't actually that far away. It's like here, what they're 1.618. One thing that is interesting is the XRP market cap. The XRP market cap is actually sitting on top of previous all-time highs. Like, we broke out of all-time highs, we came back and look, since back tested. Let me just get this for you. I've got a few things to talk about this video, and they're very interesting topics. I'm going to try and get my words. I'm still a bit hungover, to be honest, guys, from Friday night. So that's roughly the all-time high. We came back. It's a tiny bit higher than that. Look, it's just right here. We came back, and we have since back tested the all-time high in terms of market cap and bouncing off it so far. Just in a corrective period. Bitcoin is correcting a little bit today, 2%. So alts normally bleed out more. I tweeted out saying dips are for buying in bull markets. The faster that you can get this mentality into your head, the better when we're in a bull. The total crypto market cap right now is at 3.52 trillion. I think we go to at least 6, if not towards 10 trillion. This cycle, so within the next year, very realistically, maybe even shorter time frame than that. So that's a massive increase in market cap. That means Bitcoin, if we just doubled, Bitcoin would be at 200K. If we just stayed exactly where we were with Bitcoin dominance. And normally the new capital flows into Bitcoin first and then rotates from Bitcoin through to alts. So I would presume that Bitcoin goes to at least, well, on that basis, we probably go to, we're at 3.5 trillion, and we go to at least 6 is what I'm saying. Bitcoin goes to probably at 175K at least, in my opinion. In that world, if we stay exactly where we are with dominance, providing no capital flow goes straight into alts, which is possible too. But guys, dips are for buying. That's the point that I'm making here. That's why I'm saying, like, get this bull mentality into your head. Don't listen to the idiots on crypto Twitter. The tokens that have been leading so far will probably continue to lead. If you look at where XRP is, I've tweeted it out today. We're at $2.43. You got people like chatting shit online. Realistically, XRP has been a lead in this bull, and a few others like Algorand and XLM and HBAR. And I presume they continue to lead because that's what's happened historically. We can only work off historical price action, and that's what's given us the blueprint to see this. And what I think will continue is that the early leaders will continue to lead. And if you watch mine and Cred's video, you can see how bullish probably the best technical analyst in the space is. He provides his analysis for free. How bullish he is on XRP, how bullish I am on XRP. And I don't come here and I don't say to you like random shit just to make you clip on my video, guys. You know this. I'm here telling you exactly what I think. And the reason I'm like quite frank and swearing a little bit today is because, one, I'm a little bit hungover, but two, it's like people just get so caught up in the everyday crap that happens during a bull market. A 6% pullback or some bad news, or the 60 Minutes Brad Garlinghouse thing was a bit of just a nothing bagger. It wasn't really good or bad, and people are just getting caught up on it. And then you see some big accounts saying, oh, I'm shorting XRP because it's the top here, and they might have shorted here or around this area. Let's say they shorted even here, and they're up like, what, 2-3% on their short, and they're gloating about it. Look at, or at 8% on their short. Oh, look, XRP is coming down, like blah, blah, blah. XRP's up from 50 cent to like, I'll show you the percentage gain so far. We're up like 388% so far. And you got people gloating about an 8% short. Like, in a bull market, it is not for short. And whoever's doing that is just like, I just think they're lost. And they've got used to the bear market mentality. And it's how people get wrecked. And it's why things go so high. Because people think it can't possibly go up any further. It's done this much and it's at this market cap. It can't go any further. So I'm shorting here because it's definitely the top. And then that adds fuel to the fire when we get our next push and we squeeze those shorts out, and it takes us even higher than before. So that is what I actually think is coming. With that being said, I also think that ETH is probably about to go very soon and push on higher. The ETH market cap is just struggling with this 4K region. But I wouldn't be looking to play ETH myself unless I was looking for a safety play just to try and get something with some size in. ETH will probably extend out towards at least the like 10 to 11K. I think the minimum target is probably this area here at 7.5 and potentially go to 11. And if we have a really good cycle, guys, ETH could go to like 17 to 20K. And that is not unrealistic based on history, but also based on fib extensions, and that's what we obviously look at both of those things on this channel. If Bitcoin goes to 200K, we haven't really seen that rotation yet into ETH. Bitcoin ETH is still struggling, but as I said, I wouldn't be taking the ETH bet. What I would be probably taking is the DeFi bet in the Ethereum ecosystem. I think that DeFi is going to be probably quite well supported by the US government. You know that like Trump has like his, what does he call it, World Finance Coin, and that's a DeFi play on ETH. I think the laws will be pretty good for DeFi on ETH, and we've seen some DeFi ETH plays start to break out quite heavily. Sushi Swap is one that I talked about in my other YouTube video the other day. I got in at like 90 cents. At the minute it's at 250. I very realistically think it's coming up to at least $10, maybe even setting new all-time highs at 20. But you have missed quite a lot of the move there for Sushi, and let's actually draw on these, and that's not even including if we project further. I'm just thinking about where I'm probably going to be taking some of my money off the table. That's not even accurate because we came a little bit lower there and flushed the lows out. The projections could be all the way up to like $90, $100. I personally took a position yesterday in 1inch, and guys, I've got no affiliation with any of these. I'm just talking to you about projects that if you want to have a look at something that hasn't yet done a massive performance, these could be the plays. 1inch is up 150% from the bottom. I personally believe 1inch will come towards all-time highs. If not, I'm looking at like 355, like 0.5 probably, or 0.382. So 0.5 is probably the minimum target for 1inch at $4 and it's $4.79. These are what I'm looking for as minimum targets. Even a breakout of the range is 250, which is like a 5x from here. I took a position with one of my clients who I do some advisory work for, clients and friend who I do advisory work for, and I've taken a personal position as well. I think that DeFi makes a lot of sense. Even if you look at Uniswap, Uniswap's been ripping. So I'll be looking at DeFi plays that haven't yet had their like rip yet. I think Uniswap's, I do like Uniswap and I would buy, but I just think the market cap's huge at 10 billion. Probably has less room to the upside. And then if you obviously think about what like CRV, like Credible Crypto talks about, CVX, CRV, these things, he thinks can do some massive potential to the upside as well. And I do think that ETH DeFi plays or DeFi plays in general make sense. I think they'll probably do well. But I also think that XRP will outperform all of that. And one thing I do want to, again, drill home to you guys is memes on the XRP ledger. Look, I know they're not for everyone, and I'm not telling you to go and put your whole bag into memes. But what I am saying is, quite clearly, memes have caught a bid. And as XRP increases in price, memes seem to outperform. And if you can outperform the underlying asset, then you're getting more wealthy in the ecosystem. So look, right now we've got a big pullback. When XRP pulls back, they also pull back more. It's a little bit like the relationship that Bitcoin has with altcoins, that XRP has with meme coins within its ecosystem, or any asset has with other things within its ecosystem. Like ETH, if ETH pulls back, ETH DeFi probably pulls back harder. But if ETH starts to go up, ETH DeFi probably goes up harder. That's the point with like anything within an ecosystem normally sees that sort of play. So with that being said, memes, I just think there's such an opportunity right now. We've got no memes that have hit 100 mil. Army was the closest. I think it went to like 70. Drop went to, I don't know, 50 or something. And they're at 15 now. Like Drop's at 15 million market cap. Multiple of these will hit 100 mil, in my opinion. Like, I'd put a good bet on it. I'd put a good bet that multiple of these will hit 100 mil in this cycle, which is still like a 10, 20x in some cases. I really like Brito, as you guys know. Will it hit 100 mil? I have no idea if Brito will, but I think multiple memes on the XRP ledger will. If Brito does like a 50x, that's just 100 mil. And I actually think there'll be one or two that hit 1 billion. There'll be a few that hit 1 billion. And I base that off on base, we've had multiple memes that have hit 1 billion. So Brett is the one that comes to my head. On Solana, we've had multiple. Whiff, obviously. ETH, Pepe. Doge is kind of like its own play, really, like a Bitcoin play-ish. But Doge, obviously, like, there's a lot of space for memes to go higher on the XRP ledger, especially when XRP pumps and more people get rich within the ecosystem. It's up to you if you fade it. And it's fine. I get it's not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm not saying they've got utility. And I know that it's hard for people to comprehend, and I was one of those people. But all you have to think is people clearly want memes, because these things, like even if you just look on the XRP ledger, people clearly want them, because otherwise they would never have gone to 70 mil. And I started talking about them at less than 500,000 market cap. Started talking to Brito at like $1,000, and it's at 2.7 mil. So, well, you're welcome on the multiplier. But I think there'll be multiple that go to 100 mil. And I think it's worth this much of a segment in the YouTube, because there's a fucking big opportunity there, guys. There is. And I don't know which one it's going to be. That's the hard part. But spreading like over a few of the top ones, on the chance that, say you pick 5 at the top and you put the same amount in each one, if one of them does a 10x, you've doubled your money. That's literally easy maths. And if 2 of them then do a 10x, you're flying. You're literally flying. So picking 5 decent at the top ones, doing a little bit of research and putting a few hundred XRP or whatever it is that's not a lot, that's not like loads to you. But the smart thing to do is, when you outperform your XRP bag, is to start to rotate it back into XRP, and then when they drop again, then you like swap back and forwards. So you're multiplying your XRP in this like washing machine sort of play. And then when they start to see them hitting 100 mil, then maybe just start to dollar cost average out. And I think that they will. That's my personal opinion. So if you do want to trade memes though, guys, I do have a link in the description to this video and on my Twitter. And I personally do trade memes. So like, I also, like, you don't have to pay me for the info that I give. And if you do trade through my affiliate link, I just get some of the transaction volume that the website would take itself. It would take all of it, and I just get 20% of whatever the website makes in transaction volumes if you use my link. So it's a free way to support me on something that I actually genuinely believe is probably going to do pretty well. And another thing is, if you don't have an MEXC account, go and sign up. If you deposit $100, you get $20. Easy as. It doesn't have to be a main exchange. If you want to use it for futures trading, it does have the lowest fees. But having multiple exchanges is not a bad play in a bull market. We're already seeing like issues with Coinbase, and we saw issues with another exchange. What was it called? Margex. And I'm glad I've never touched it before, even though some people did tell me, and they tried to reach out to me to work with them. Didn't want to. But having multiple exchanges and not keeping yourself exposed to one exchange is always the play in a bull market, in my opinion. And so with that being said, guys, I am pretty much just going to leave this video here. Bitcoin's flirting at $99,500. There's nothing to be bearish about. Bull market dips are for buying. Another thing that I actually am looking at is, like, because I haven't really caught any of the momentum plays yet, is I've actually taken a little position in Say this morning. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. And I don't know too much about it at all. Again, no affiliation. I don't know too much about it. But I missed the Sui like hype. I saw it at like a flipping $1, and I thought it was overpriced at $1, and then it's ripped to like 4.5. So I missed that, and I think Say could be something else that's like kind of coming up this cycle that could catch that sort of hype and momentum. So I took a little position in that as well. So with all that being said, guys, there are some tips for you there, and hope you enjoyed the video. Please do share it with a friend if you did, and let me know if you've got any questions below. Key takeaways are, I think DeFi will outperform ETH, and I think ETH's probably going to go soon if we are in this altcoin-like territory. So DeFi over ETH, and probably ETH NFTs as well. I know that's like not necessarily everyone's bag on this channel, but ETH NFTs as well. Looking at blue chips, if you've got enough capital or size for them, like Bored Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Ape, Pudgy Penguins. Pudgy Penguins are on a bit of a spike at the minute because they're token. Maybe like Azuki's, Doodles, these sorts of things that have been around for a long time will probably outperform ETH. And as ETH goes up, then you make double the bag, just like I'm talking about with XRP and XRP memes. Then also looking at a momentum play like Say, obviously 1inch is one of the tokens that I've allocated to. And there's all my alpha for you, but I actually do think XRP is going to outperform most of them, at least for the short term. When we start to hit double digits for XRP, I might start to make some rotational plays. And that's not because I don't believe in XRP, it's probably because I think there'll be more percentages in other places, but it depends how fast we hit these sort of like targets, and then I'll keep you guys up to date, of course. And there you go. It's a lot of free alpha, and people pay a lot of money for that, but I've just told you there, guys. So if you did enjoy it, does help if you would use my affiliate links, trade memes, or sign up on MEXC for me as well. That really helps. It means I don't have to charge for anything. I want to share it all for free. That's why I make the channel how it is. So yeah, anyway, I'll stop rambling now, and I hope you enjoy the video. Peace up. A-Town down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.